Hello there and welcome to the Cranky Old Man's blog. Well, here it is, Sydney, Australia. We've still got the wet weather and we're still anticipating having more rain until about Friday of this week. So it's a Sunday afternoon. And here we are. The subject we're dealing with today is dealing with turmoil. I find the world at the present moment there's a lot of things going on, a lot of unemployment out there. People losing their jobs and tough times. We've gone through it. Everyone's going through it, and it's really prompted me to probably deal with this one this week. With coming off a pretty tough week myself, and I thought I might be losing some work I'm undertaking presently at the moment with a client. And so I want to just briefly touch on dealing with turmoil, how we deal with that. Now bear in mind, I'm no expert. It's just life experiences and how I've dealt over things over the years, but if you find that these situations really get hold of you and it's really stretching you, you probably should be seeking some professional help, and I do stress that. The times are tough, do something about it. But just want to talk about a couple of things regarding how you deal with turmoil. And one thing I want to really stress that I found a colleague of mine, he's sort of getting away from a lot of the issues of what actually happened, and has got embroiled in the rumour mongering that obviously does within a large organisation. And I just want to stress the one thing that does help a lot is always go by the rule of thumb with it. Concern yourself with the things you can have an influence on, not those things that are basically beyond your control. If you can't control something, the outcome of it, don't concern yourself with it. Don't get lost in that. It's easy to do that, especially when there's a lot of people losing their heads around you. It's very hard not to be involved in that sort of thing. But one thing I want to stress too, there's a couple of favourite sayings of mine that I reckon really gets me going, is that tough times don't last, but tough people do. And that's true. I really believe that times are not tough all the time. For the majority of us, don't get me wrong, there's people out in the world that are doing it tough all the time. But it's to just hold on and just hang on tight with it, something like that, and try and tough it out, and say hopefully it won't last too long. The other one I talk about too is favourite saying of mine: what does not kill you makes you stronger. And I don't mean these poor buggers that get tortured and knocked around. I mean that's a hard way to get around things, but just general things in life. And I think that you try and learn something from every experience, whether good, bad, or indifferent. So if you've gone through something that's really stretched you mentally, physically, and say if it hasn't killed you, just make sure it makes you stronger. Just really get hold of it, take a hold of it, and see the lessons are in there, and just learn something from it. And that does make you stronger. You'll handle far worse things out a lot easier during the course of your life. And one thing I want to stress too is that about all this turmoil that goes on with your life, you need to sit back, and this is what I said earlier on about evaluate the things you can control. Don't all of a sudden shut up shop in your life. Just with your life itself, just try and look at and evaluate what's going on in your life. Don't shut it up totally. I'm not talking about if you look like you're going to lose your job or a source of income, go out and buy yourself a brand new car just to make yourself feel good, or go and buy another house. But don't talk about things like that. I mean, just don't put your life on hold. If you want to go and do something, go and do it. But again, you've got to live. Now, you've got to make educated decisions about that too. Don't be really nilly about the whole situation. At the end of the day, you've got to still have a level ground from which you've got to work from, and doing silly things. No, that doesn't work at all. Anyway, I want to just basically touch on that today. I mean, I dare say in the near future I'll probably go through this one again, with a different perspective. But just want to just cover a couple of points today. So again, wherever you are in the world, please take care, and bye for now.